sacan de todo, sal y hasta lodo, saca el fabuloso y vamos a sacar la mugre, vamos a sacar verdades aunque todos suden. A mí ya me vale más de toda mi vida hablaron mal y yo no le hice nada a nadie. ¿Qué familia tuve? Que si yo del baño.
We're in Salt Lake City, Utah, where the Jazz are looking to take one from an Eastern Conference opponent. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some terrific NBA action. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Brett Barry, our terrific analysts, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. Take a look at the Wizards. Game after game, the unbroken streak of wins to start their season continues.
You know, one of the best ways to garner some confidence is to start a long road trip off with a win.
Sexton realizing that one of his guys is wide open, and that court awareness, he was able to get it to him.
2022, Greg, a year for the Washington Wizards with some historic significance.
And it marks 25 years of the Washington Wizards name being on an NBA jersey. A cool moment for the current players who can look back on this franchise and know they're a part of history.
Pass to Kuzma. Vanderbilt with the rebound.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but quite plenty of room.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Now, here's Sexton. Following the miss by Porzingis. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Sexton. Here's Morris. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. And Jared Vanderbilt gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
His first personal foul. First team foul.
Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter.
And he was camped in just the right spot to swipe that pass the way down low. Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
I've always wondered this, Brent, for the players, do they approach these early season games any differently than a game in, say, April?
Yeah, for sure, Kevin. I think you're still not in tip-top shape. You're still trying to figure out any additions to the roster that have been made in the offseason, and you're trying to find your own personal rhythm as to how this season is going to get started. So the approach for sure early on in the season is different than when you get to springtime. So far, the team just 1 of 5, and that rim shrinking.
He goes up again. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Now, so many points have come at the hands of Kelly Olynyk, using that pump fake to his advantage.
Hey, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Utah.
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
Well, I want to add also the damage that has been done on the inside. It's a lot of rubble in there, but they're continuing to go right at the defense.
GA, he's asked to carry a big-time scoring, but Bradley Beal makes his teammates better as well.
And that's an area, Kevin, he has really grown. And his playmaking, when the defense overcommits, you make them pay with the pass.
Wizards trailed by 6. To the inside. Porzingis. The layup off target. And here's Clarkson. He brings it up for Utah. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Yeah, they couldn't do it in that one. Always a step slow in closing out the shooters, and maybe even recognition of who was on the floor. Just not enough energy, and that's a tough way to win on the road.
Here's Beal. Gay with the block.
Using his length well on defense. Rudy Gay working hard. Swats that one away.
Hits it from three-point range.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket. This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
Now here's Beasley. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Wizards trailed by 7. And that one's good. Beal.
Bradley Beal knowing how to get it done on the inside, finding a nice way to finish that time.
Gay outside. Here's Horton Tucker. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
And he gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
And it's Beal in the corner. Jacks up a 3. Beal's got 5 now.
And that's money from Beal. He's so crafty at finding space in that deep corner.
Here's Gay. And that time, also a missed shot.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Over in the corner, Avdia. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Hachimura, the screen. Here's Morris. 5 on the clock. Got a piece of it. Got it up. That shot, no good. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Jazz lead. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. What do you guys think about the Jazz here in this one?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job just initially. As soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
Here's Sexton. And Sexton slams it in.
Sexton getting right through the defense and putting that speed to work.
Out of bounds. Wizards ball as Washington keeps possession.
I'll tell you what, they're really fortunate there. Those long bomb passes usually spell disaster, but they get away with one there.
Washington with the ball. 4-point game. Beal. And it's Hachimura in the corner. And that one is good from Bradley Beal. He has 7.
And Beal, it's great to see him get in there as a guard and do some rebounding.
In college at Gonzaga, Rui Hachimura was a finalist for the Player of the Year award.
And not bad company that year, Kevin, alongside Zion Williamson and Ja Morant. Probably one of the most talented fields for that award we've seen in a long time.
Thanks very much. Now, Kristaps Porzingis, famously, injuries have held him back. But now a new team presents a new opportunity. KP says, I'm going to take my game to the...
Absolutely. He has had injuries along the way, but the talent is obvious. David, thanks. Top Markkanen. The shot, no good. And the Wizards now going the other way. Defeated by the Hornets in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
I'll tell you, they played hard, they drew fouls, but they could not convert.
Free throw line, you got to turn those into points, and it might have cost them in that last ball game, missing all those chippies.
Here's Vanderbilt. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Vanderbilt's got his second basket of the game. And the Jazz pushing it up now. The shot by Clarkson, no good. Stolen by Clarkson. One-on-one fast break. Here's Sexton.
Clarkson with a really good job moving the puppies, getting the feet in the right position, and then clawing that ball away.
So Utah going with an almost entirely new group. So timeout called here, the first for the Wizards. We know to win at the highest level, you need your star players to show up in the big games. With that in mind, what's the key?
You know, it's their will and their ability to fight. If you look at the great ones, even when things haven't gone their way, they continue to scratch and claw and do everything in their power to try and get the W.
Inside, Kuzma. Rebounded by the Jazz. This their first look at this year's Washington Swamp.
In their meetings last year, they split the season series. Happens a fair amount between teams from the East and West.
Yeah, even when it comes to matchups where it looks like one side should be the clear favorite, those brief two-game series often end 1-1.
And he uses the glass on the left foot. And now it's an 8-point Jazz lead.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Pass to Morris. Over in the corner, Avdia. Outside, Beal. To halt the run. And finished off by Beal.
Such a big-time move from Beal, a big-time player.
Here's Markkanen. To the paint. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Beal from deep three-point land. Off target from outside. Jazz leading by 8. Here's Gay. Out of bounds. Washington takes possession. And Washington making a change here.
On the court.
There's 39 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Out to Kuzma. Beal from long range. Utah with the rebound. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Takes the assist and lays it in. Pick out the pass nicely. He's got 8.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And that's a foul called on Bradley Beal. That is his first foul of the game.
His first personal foul. First team foul. Checking in for the Jazz.
Knocked away.